Hey guys, everybody, welcome back to the Marquette Messenger podcast. How's it? Oh shit! I think this is the 6th episode.
You're wrong.
You'll know by the time this comes out
correct.
For you
It's
watching.
not the 6th episode.
I think it's the 7th, maybe.
It's probably like
we're not putting that one up.
We did one the other day. Yeah, we're not.
We're definitely putting Space Jam up.
Oh right.
So this one's very unplanned. Good job.
We should probably introduce ourselves.
Anyway, yeah, I'm Abhijit Srirangam.
I'm Adam Noll.
I'm also Adam Noll.
I'm Tessa Holtkamp.
I'm actually Adam Noll. He's Alex McAteer.
Yeah, that's true. I'm an imposter.
He's Alex McAteer.
And I'm
He's
an
Adam
apostrophe.
Great,
Okay.
great joke, dude.
What are we
You're a
doing
real
today,
funny
Adam?
guy.
Thanks.
Well, we're talking about
Star Wars.
Okay,
and
so-
John Wick.
talking about Star Wars and John Wick, and if John Wick was the Star Wars, I think is the plan.
But not like in
wait.
Star Wars, but like a Star Wars or like a John Wick style movie in the Star Wars universe.
Oh. See, I had the impression that it was just gonna be about John Wick.
No, he
like
died.
in
No,
Star
he would
Wars.
just lose.
Jesus.
He would die.
What do you know?
Sorry.
Yeah.
But he could have the Force.
No. Okay, but does he have the Force?
He'll be killing
You don't know that. You don't know that.
Hey, we're sticking with my idea because I thought.
All right, whatever. Sure, it's your thing.
Is it?
Sure.
Now I have.
It's
to,
not
now,
my thing.
Now I have to roll with it.
Yeah. You're in charge. I don't want to be in charge right now.
You're a mess. Okay, so we should probably start off by like, okay, when does it take place? Time, setting, place. Who's the main character?
Yeah, so
He can be like a new
So
person
it's
or
a-
like someone already
so
existing.
it's a
in
Star Wars movie in the style of a John Wick
Yeah,
action movie. If you
Yeah.
haven't seen John Wick, what the heck is wrong with you?
I agree. If you're watching this podcast, you've seen John Wick. All 2 of our viewers have seen John Wick.
The
My
two
mom
viewers
and
are.
My mom actually hasn't seen John
So
Wick.
wait, can it be a remake? Because I was talking to
No,
Mr.
has to fit into the regular Disney canon.
Well, like, can I get rid of the prequels
No.
and then remake those with?
This could be like a
Prequels are
Boba
that.
Fett movie.
I don't want to do Boba Fett because I think he's a punk.
Yeah, me too. He sucks. He fought nobody and he still lost and died.
He didn't die, according to my nerd friends.
I mean, I want him to be cool.
I'm not a
Yeah,
nerd.
but the extended universe doesn't count anymore, right?
He's
not-
actually alive in canon right now.
Is he really?
Oh,
Yeah.
That's stupid.
It's mentioned in a book somewhere.
Well, yeah, they had to save him somewhere because he was.
He fell into the
They
big
want to make him a
scary
cool
worm pit.
character.
I mean, he looks pretty cool.
He wasn't cool.
The
in the
Sarlacc,
movie.
that's what it's called.
Does he look cool?
His dad wasn't cool in the movie. Well, his dad was kind of
Boba.
cool.
He just
Boba
looks like
Bola.
a person in Star
Rooms
Wars.
to- So everyone's a
disintegrations.
So, let's do it. Wait, so where would the Star Wars movie take place?
I think we should do it on like. Okay, I'm thinking like X-Clone Trooper, but like Gone Rogue.
See, I'm
I think
thinking
that'd be
like
cool.
I'm thinking like a
Clone Commando.
stormtrooper
Okay.
kind of dude.
So it's on like small.
I'm thinking he would be a part of the
Stormtroopers
Empire.
Suck. Like the only cool.
Well, yeah, he wouldn't be like a
troopers are the
stormtrooper.
clones. Like the clones are cool
But I
because
feel
like,
like-
they get stuff done.
I feel like this would have to take place in like the original trilogy era for it to even be cool.
Oh, it can though. I mean, there's clones alive.
Oh yeah,
Wait, really?
I mean, it could be like retired
Oh,
clone.
yeah.
yeah.
And
And
he's
then,
like, I don't like the Empire, or like, I'm just a bounty hunter. But then like somebody gives him some trouble, and then he's gotta defend his
They
space
kill
dog.
his space dog.
Space dog and wreck his space car.
Cosmo the space mutt or whatever.
Cosmo the space dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't
So
mess with him.
Okay, I think like blasters are way slower though
Yeah, but they're way
than
cooler.
bullets. They're kind of cool.
But then again, at
you
the
don't have
same
to reload
time,
nearly as much.
one of the coolest things about John Wick is the gore, and there's
Oh, yeah.
there's not much gore. When
Well, you could
shoot
take somebody's head off with a
laser.
blaster.
Yeah, but like
Well,
you don't see any blood.
I mean-
because it cauterizes the wound.
Well,
right?
Darth Maul got cut in half that one time, and that,
that's
he
pretty
missed
brutal.
it. He kind of missed it a little bit. Yeah. The guy in the
I haven't
bar.
watched episode
He can be okay. He can be on a planet with only guys from the bar, or like the cantina in the first movie, who actually bleed after they get cut with a lightsaber because
Yeah.
their blood like cauterizing points like super high. So it could be a planet only of them.
Well, okay. Didn't Darth Maul like?
one character?
I have a problem.
Didn't Darth Maul die like 3 times?
He's died
according to the canon.
twice.
Doesn't he have
He, like,
spider
died.
legs?
He's dead now.
He's dead.
He had spider legs in
Okay,
Clone Wars. Right?
I'll give.
I know what you're talking
I'll give
about.
the history real quick. You ready for this? Okay, Darth Maul cut in half. Then
Spider legs.
he crawls into a trash compactor, and then the garbage truck, which is like a garbage ship, they have like garbage planets, so like dumps, but like entire planets. And he gets dumped on a garbage planet, and he survives there, and he makes himself some janky legs. But then he meets the Night Sister, and they make him some less janky legs, but still kind of janky.
Wait,
'cause
how
he's a
does he
robot.
have
He
good-
meets his long lost brother, and then his
What?
brother
He
gets
eats his
killed.
brother?
No, he meets.
Oh, I think he just eats.
Yeah, and then he becomes a Sith Lord, and then they both like Count Dooku, you suck, and then they both go and try to kill the Emperor, but they both get their butts butts kicked, and
What?
his brother dies. But then he goes into hiding, and he goes back and tries to kill Obi-Wan.
Oh my
And Obi-Wan's
God.
like, I really don't want to fight you. And then Darth Maul tries to kill him, and Obi-Wan's like, nah. And then he's really dead for real. Except it's way more emotional than that. I did not do that justice.
Huh.
Does he still have
How
like
about
a double
that?
lightsaber then?
Yeah,
Died 3 times.
twice.
Oh.
Good count.
Because that was his brother.
Yeah.
Was his twin brother?
No,
Oh.
just a brother.
Did he have different colors?
What's his race
Yeah.
called?
Dathomir, man.
Oh, really?
What?
Zabrak from Dathomir. So his race is
Huh.
Zabrak, but he's from the planet
How
Dathomir.
about that?
All right. Anyways,
So we could have one like that, you know? Like a
No, but like
super-
I'm thinking guns, not a lightsaber. Well, maybe you can have both.
I'm thinking you could have like, don't they have like tiny
Oh,
lightsabers that are
yeah.
like dagger lightsabers?
A Shoto.
Nothing?
That's lightsaber Shoto.
What determines a lightsaber's length? Actually, I don't want to get.
They
into
have
that.
length
I don't-
adjustment or
I don't really
something.
good care. I don't really care.
Yeah, like Yoda's is real short, right?
His can be really long. He just adjusts it.
with
The blade
force.
adjustment length. No, with a knob. It's literally a
So it's
knob.
basically a
Okay.
flame.
Except it's a laser.
So it's basically a Bunsen.
It's
burner.
actually just a containment field. It's like the shields on ships, so it doesn't consume any power unless it's cutting something.
Dang, this is so real. This is
Q&A
real
session with
science.
Alex about Star
This is
Wars
real.
lore.
This is
I
real
have a
science.
problem.
If you didn't know.
So okay, can we stick with the ex-clone trooper? kind of
Sure,
thing? I
yeah.
think it's cool.
Yeah, no lightsaber.
I just wanted to kill a bunch of stormtroopers.
I honestly, oh dude, that'd be awesome. Like maybe like the Empire's like hunting him down.
I want it to be like
Yeah.
the first level in like Star Wars: The Force
Yeah.
Awakens, where you can just like force through all the stormtroopers and
and like cut people's like entire like every one of their limbs off because that
Yeah.
game is like the best for that. It feels so great. Cutting limbs off.
I like to in Star Wars, like one of the Lego Star Wars games. I always like to cut C-3PO's limbs off because you can do that. It's
pretty edgy.
He's like hopping around on one leg.
Be like-
and you cut off his other leg, and he's like, no.
be one of the Wookiees and just like tear people's arms off.
Oh, dude, what if he's like a no? He's got to be a clone. So like, okay, so where's it gonna take place?
Clone.
Like we could say like, yeah, have you
on
guys ever heard of
Star
Kyle
Killer?
Katarn?
I'm gonna. How about we say new?
He's way dead.
How about we say
Yeah.
new trilogy because they have like the
Yeah, I was thinking
stormtroopers have
He's
like
not
the,
gonna be alive.
the spinny thingies.
Yeah, he won't be. The clones wouldn't be alive
No,
because
it'd
they
be
have
super
accelerated
old.
aging.
Okay, how about in between episode 6, like like a little bit after
Well,
episode 6?
They just made canon that
Or
okay,
7.
there. You guys remember the white bearded dude on Endor? There's a white bearded dude on Endor, and they were just like, oh yeah, that's Captain Rex. Remember him from Clone Wars? So
What?
yeah, he's an old dude, but he's still alive. So like, I guess
what is
it
he
happened.
doing hanging out on Endor?
But he'd have to be pretty. Well, he's joined the Rebel Alliance.
Why isn't he old? Why isn't he super old?
Well, he is.
Well, like, why is
He's
he-
got a white beard.
Okay.
That's how you
to
know he's
match the
old.
white snow.
But like
on
he's
the white
just, he's
snow
just
planet.
as old
Oh yeah,
as
Endor, the white snow planet.
No, but he's just as old
Try
as
again.
Obi-Wan is. He's Obi-Wan's got a white beard.
Well, Obi-Wan's probably older than the clones. If you think of like, I think you underestimate how old Obi-Wan is in like episode 3. Like he's like 50,
Oh.
but he's like
He's
just
got-
really attractive for 50.
Ewan McGregor's so hot.
He is pretty
He's
hot.
a hot man.
He has an
I-
extreme French accent in Beauty and the Beast. If you haven't seen that.
Okay,
French
so
accent?
he could. I don't know. I don't know how I
Super
feel about
crazy.
that. Like maybe we could go like between 4 and 5.
Okay.
Like the peak of like the Empire using Star Destroyers and
I like
not
that.
giant space death weapons.
What if he just happens to be on Cloud City?
I'd say that'd be dumb, and I wouldn't watch that movie because that's too coincidental. I think it should be separate.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Just its own Star Wars story.
its own. Yeah, it could be one of those. Star
Hey,
Wars
Ryan
spin-offs.
Johnson, you listening to this?
Please don't. It's a bad
Director of
idea.
Star Wars Episode 8 and 9?
Don't
think he's
look at me
doing
like I know
9.
these things.
Yeah, No, I think he's-
make this episode 9.
Make this next
Just
Star
forget
Wars
about those
story.
new guys.
Uh-huh.
Forget about the old characters.
So
Turns
how-
out he's Finn's dad.
So it's
Jeff the clone trooper.
So it's just gonna be a revenge plot
If.
because he's finally settled down as a retired clone in.
and he's got a family, right?
They kill his
But then the
Oh.
Empire comes to town and they kill his family.
Oh,
Kill
that's
his
too
swamp rat,
cliche.
his family.
No, it's not though. Like that'd be super cool.
His family would die.
Okay, but think about John Wick. Doesn't have like a really serious.
Well, his
story.
family's already dead.
Like the plot's not super thickened. You know what I mean? So if like going and he kills his family, like there you go. There's your killing spree.
They kill his pet
Yeah.
swamp rat and they steal his TIE fighter.
Except. It's got to be deeper
No,
than that.
stop,
You know what I mean?
stop.
Like if your ship gets blown up, you're not gonna like. That wasn't work in the Star Wars universe because like we've seen so many expendable ships. You know what I mean?
It's like a 1972 vintage TIE
Yeah,
fighter.
if the where do
It's
the
like
rebels
it's like pimped out. It's like
Yeah.
diamonds encrusted.
where do the rebels get their funding?
Well, I mean, their entire
Donations?
like planet systems. So
Probably from like
Oh.
plundering things.
they also like steal a lot.
They're pirates.
They're not very good people.
The Empire did nothing wrong. Can we
Yeah,
just say
we
that
saw
real
that in
quick?
Rogue One.
I mean, I feel like
The Empire's the good guys.
well, okay, so the Empire does nothing wrong in the core worlds, but as soon as you move outside of the core to like the outer rim worlds, like they start like literally enslaving people, and then like
Oh, yeah, that's
right.
massacring
I
people.
care so much about this right now.
There's an entire subreddit on Reddit called "The Empire Did Nothing Wrong."
Yeah.
It's dedicated to people like
Oh.
sympathizing with the empires because it's me. They just.
I mean, they're run by like the bad guys. Like they have red things.
That's true. That's true. They dress like Nazis and they have red things.
Yeah.
So.
Did the Nazis do something wrong? Yes. Yes, they did.
Like you started to make that joke. You're like, wait a minute.
Yes, they did. They very well did.
This is
something
being
wrong.
recorded. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
No, I was just leading into like, no, it's not comparable. They.
So
killed a lot of
revenge
people.
plot. Who comes in and destroys it? His family.
Oh, just stormtroopers. But he's not there. He's out getting groceries. Space groceries.
Space groceries. He gave him blue milk.
They thought
Yeah, blue milk.
they thought he stole something.
He should be like in an outer rim
He's
world
been
and nowhere.
framed.
And the Empire comes and they're like, we need your crops from your farm because
No.
you're a farmer.
That's
He's got to be a farmer.
no.
Everybody's a farmer
He's been
in Star
framed
Wars.
by another clone, a retired clone.
What? Why?
Because they have a back history. That's a whole prequel trilogy on its
So
own.
dumb. It's so dumb.
No, it's good.
No, it doesn't have to be super good. Like, okay, so the Empire during that time is like going to outer rim worlds and like stealing all the resources because they're trying to strike.
What if they did like a face-off thing where like he goes to the other clone goes to the family to pretend like he's but then he kills them,
What? I don't know what you just said.
and then our
What?
main guy, our John Wick guy, is off getting
Why does,
groceries.
why does he have to be a clone though? Well, can't he just be like? A
You
guy?
suggested
No. The main character can be a clone, but the other guy doesn't be.
No, the other guy has to be a clone because that's how he gets in the house, and they think it's him.
Your movie's not gonna make any money.
Shut up.
This isn't gonna be a movie.
I'll make it.
I think that idea is dumb. I think you have a dumb idea.
All right,
Whoever the
tell me
character is,
your
I
idea.
want him played by Keanu.
I think,
actually,
okay,
okay.
I think it should like literally just be random.
Yeah.
Like the Empire screws with the wrong dude and he blows up a bunch of stuff. I think that's way more interesting.
That
I was gonna
happens
say
every
he
time.
crashes a Star Destroyer and another Star
Yeah.
Destroyer, but that already
Happens every
happened in Rogue One.
I feel like if he
That was
just,
the only cool part
it'd be
of that
cool if
movie.
he took over an entire Star Destroyer and then crashed it into a planet.
Into a star.
See, now you're getting crazy.
it would destroy the
I want him to be the reason Star Destroyers are called Star Destroyers.
Yeah, I don't. They
Why
were
not?
But they were called Star Destroyers like before the Empire.
Yeah, you can just run your
Right.
Star Destroyer into the sun and watch your Star Destroyer
think
get
it'd be cool if,
destroyed by
like-
a sun.
I think
By
it'd be
a
cool if
star.
like. So, but it all can take place on like the one planet. But there's like one Star Destroyer, and then there's like a big old Imperial base on the ground, and like at the
So
climax.
it's a very
of-
down to ground like
Yeah,
small
yeah,
scale.
there's not too
I
much
like
space
that.
stuff going
I
on.
like that.
So like, even though it's like space groceries and space milk, like we're not gonna be in space too much.
Can there be like one high-speed space chase?
Well, he's got to be super rich,
I want
though,
a
right?
space chase.
He's got to be super
like
rich.
I want like the car scene.
Because
at the
John
beginning
Wick
of John
was
Wick
super
2, but
rich,
with
right? He got
space.
rich from. He had a swanky house
You see
with
his
this
swanky
nice
house?
car.
He doesn't have to be rich.
That's why he has all these crazy weapons.
Well, I mean, he can keep his stuff from the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
They didn't take his rifle.
But that'll be outdated by then.
No,
Yeah, well,
but
yeah,
it isn't.
it'll be outdated.
It's like 10 years.
No, it doesn't really matter because they reuse the same technology in episode
Yeah.
7, so
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter.
I mean, do you expect like a giant breakthrough?
I mean, it's also a long time ago.
They're busy fighting. There's a civil war.
I mean, how
Technological
long was it
advancement
between the
doesn't
Bronze Age and the Iron Age? So, yeah,
6
it's fine.
years. Roughly.
Really?
Yeah.
Stone Age and the Bronze Age?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I just
exactly.
said
That's
the
what I
number.
thought.
happen. A really long time. That's your answer.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, well, here's some stones. Wait
So,
a minute,
like,
here's some bronze.
I'm thinking the climax of the movie, you could like get in the Star Destroyer and be like, I'm gonna crash into this Imperial base,
And he doesn't. He
Mm.
dies in the process.
and
or-
he dies a martyr, unless we want to make a sequel, and then he's gonna be like he used an escape pod.
No, it's a
to pop
different
out.
clone in the sequel.
Just,
You
like,
think it's the
follows
same
him.
guy, but it's a
No, no, no,
different
no, no.
clone.
He climbs out of the wreckage
Oh,
because he's actually a cyborg.
Yeah. But he's supposed to be dead.
like he's like
Yeah,
like that.
that's where movies get
he's
stupid.
dead.
It's like with the Terminator
That's
where
where they
he's
get
like face
stupid.
Really? How about his clone buddy?
where the
Kills the
twists
family.
don't have any like real meaning to
No,
it.
dude,
It's
I
just-
think
no,
like-
I want this movie to have no meaning.
It should be ambiguous. Like there's an escape pod that pops out, like in the corner of this CGI mess that is a Star Destroyer crashing.
You ever
into
seen the
city.
Crank movies with like Jason Statham?
Yes.
I want it to be that level of stupid.
He's got to keep his heart rate above like what 140 or something.
Yeah,
crazy?
something ridiculous like that, and he's like jamming himself with like adrenaline all
I mean,
the
that
time.
just sounds like a ridiculous
And there's-
version of Speed with Keanu
Yeah,
Reeves.
there's this one point
Yeah.
in the movie where he like is having sex with somebody in public on like the street to keep his heart rate up.
What?
It's ridiculous.
You got to do what you got to do.
And he's like
Not
attaching
die.
jumper cables to himself and like
is
shocking himself.
the
It's so
dumbest
stupid.
movie I've ever heard.
It's horrible.
What do you think?
the ultimate thrill ride.
I've never seen that movie.
Craig?
I showed you.
No.
I showed you the trailer. That's enough.
Yeah. But
It's
like,
a
I
guy
didn't
just
see
killing
the video.
people to avenge
What would
his
your
dog.
version of this John Wick Star Wars movie be?
I haven't seen.
It's just a
I've
guy
seen the
killing
trailer.
people to avenge his dog.
But he's
So
very
that
he's
happens
very
in every
efficient.
Star
He's
Wars
very
movie.
no, but he's very
Yeah.
efficient, and the action scenes are actually really cool.
like he's a bad
like
man.
one shot.
He's a bad
And it's
man.
not shaky cam. Have you seen that like the famous shaky cam scene of like Liam Neeson being chased by a dog and then trying to climb over a chain link fence? But he's just there's like it's like shaky cameras, like 50 angles. I mean, it's still just him. Like there's a whole 10 seconds dedicated to him just kind of struggling to jump over a chain link fence. It's really stupid looking.
Is there like a stabilized version of that? Because I want to see it.
It would just be him like.
It'd be him like.
I think that there should be a scene in the movie where he's like, I gotta break into this Imperial base, cause some damage, and then he goes from like corridor to corridor, like the like classic Star Wars corridors,
Yeah.
and like just killing things.
Can he use force powers?
He can.
I
He
want
doesn't
to.
have force
But
powers.
he's so force sensitive.
Okay, but like I think the whole Jedi trope in the spin-off films needs to not be a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, think of all the murderizing he could do.
Adam's like,
Think of, like, I just want him
what
to
if he's got like a Jedi buddy, like a Jedi? Oh, that could be like the motivation. For
I
the
want him
movie.
to break people's necks with the force, like slamming them against walls.
Well, you can have that with
I want
your.
that level of violence.
That's what I was saying.
It could
We
be.
could
It could be
have,
pretty. Like he can break people's
No,
necks.
I want
yeah,
that,
but
but
like,
with-
just like just a body just like flopping against the wall.
Well, no, I want a Darth Vader movie, like Rogue One, like the ending of Rogue
You
One.
see, that's
showed us
that's the other thing I was gonna
that-
bring up. Like John Wick, but like it's no guns
Yeah.
and Darth Vader's just murdering everyone.
Yeah,
That's great.
like that, like or just like a better screw the prequels, completely redo the story, but like an actual better transformation where he starts
Make all
murdering.
three
Door
movies the
locked
Clone
right now?
Wars instead, because that'd be cool.
Maybe is the door locked right now?
No,
Go get the door.
get out of here.
Who's in there? Who is it?
They need
Taylor.
They need you.
What do they need me for? They need me really?
What you talking
I don't know.
It's not like I care how this podcast goes. Just come in. Just do it.
How long are we? How far are we into this? I can't tell.
What's up, buddy? Hey.
What do you want? No idea.
About a podcast length? What time are we at right now? Go check.
And count. Make sure to say "and counting" after you say the number.
What was that?
That's the.
It's
toilet
almost
closing.
4. It's 3:52. Let's go
About
till
like
4.
20 minutes.
We'll go 8 more minutes.
What? There's so much more to talk about.
There's
like
okay.
that.
I keep getting
Thought
off
about this
task.
a lot more than anybody.
I have.
Yeah. we haven't even begun to talk about what
Like
the movie
another
is
10
about at
minutes.
all. We just
No,
talked about
it's
Star Wars lore for
simple.
15 minutes.
It's got to be simple. It's got to be one man's mission to bring down the Empire's encampment on his Outer Rim world because they killed his family, like they killed Uncle
Are
Beru
they-
and or Aunt
What about
Beru and Uncle Owen.
Okay, you were talking
They
about
burned them.
slaves.
I don't
in the Outer
remember
Rim.
their
Burned
names.
Okay, what if they're a former
Owen.
slave, not of like a human race, but like of some
Like that's
kind
his
of, like-
family?
like a Twi'lek or something?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
That'd be his family.
You have to give an emotional backstory to him.
Could be
Oh, well, I mean,
could be
he
a
fought in
former
the Clone
slave.
Wars. He could be like, after the Republic's campaign ended here, I stayed on world. Nobody
He
noticed.
watched
I was
his
gone.
friend clones.
Or he
die.
could be like a clone commando who was like, they sent me on this mission and they thought I was KIA, but I'm not.
What happened to the? Do you know what happened to the clones that got Order 66?
What do you mean?
Well, they were folded into the rest of the Imperial forces.
Oh,
Slowly, the Empire
then
just
how
starts
are there
becoming
some,
more and more
like,
human instead of clones.
so then how is our guy resistant to that?
What? Well, he took his inhibitor chip out. Duh.
Oh, I have no idea about that lore. Sorry.
They have inhibitor chips
Sorry, I paid
Right.
attention during the prequels.
into the new canon. Okay, it was Clone Wars stuff, so that's a good show. Yeah,
I don't care.
you should care. It's awesome, dude.
I'm not gonna watch that show.
Just go. It's so good.
There's too many episodes and I don't care.
Abhi, it's so good.
I'm sorry.
It's like
I-
trying to watch
not
like all of
interesting.
Naruto. It's impossible. 'cause
It's the
like
movies.
1,000
Why would you
episodes.
start?
It's the movie's fault. The
Exactly.
movies did. They
Why would
ruined
you
me.
start?
There's like 1,000 and something episodes of Bleach. It's
Yeah,
insane.
dude. I know. I watched like at least 400 of them and then quit.
What?
Yep.
What the heck?
That's so much.
I used to watch a lot of Dragon Ball in back in the day.
You know,
There's
I
18
was super
Dragon Ball
into
series.
a lot of
Yu-Gi-Oh.
those episodes.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Have you watched any of those?
No.
I love it so much, dude.
Did you watch Digimon? I watched the 4th season of Digimon.
Digimon.
I've
I never
never-
watched it.
I
I
never
didn't care
watched
for
Where
it.
the dude was like, Digimon. That's what I remember.
Yeah,
about it.
exactly.
Keep impersonating.
No, that's
Please.
about
no,
all I
please,
remember.
please. I'm begging you. Please.
Hell, I'm uncomfortable.
Do Randy Savage. I know you're good at that.
No. Wait, what were we talking about?
Randy Savage.
Anyway.
You talking about pro wrestling?
No.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. Anyway,
It's me, Randy.
has there
your
been
boy,
any
Randy.
trailers for like cool new movies?
I think the new X-Men show just dropped, but I didn't have
Oh yeah,
to
there
watch
was
it.
a
It came out
Gifted
today.
or something like that.
Yeah, it
There was a
Yeah,
trailer
The
for
Gifted.
Dunkirk that I didn't watch yet.
I'm really excited for Dunkirk.
I watched the trailer.
Did you
good?
see?
It was okay. I mean, it's like apparently it's supposed to be really quiet. Like the whole movie's supposed to be really like.
Cool.
Beach Man gets shot.
What is it, like a World War II movie? Or is it?
Yeah.
What is it like a World War II
I don't know, I don't- I don't
movie?
really-
There was no boats that could take them off the island.
I thought
There's
that's
no
what it was.
How do you
cover.
not know about Dunkirk? Did you not talk about this?
I haven't looked into it yet.
No, but like they talk about it in history
Yeah, they do.
briefly.
They get stuck on an island,
Like we
I don't
talked
think
and
about.
they
I don't
get
remember
roasted
that.
repeatedly
Roast like
by the Luftwaffe.
Yeah.
put on like an oven.
I mean, like,
And then
like the
civilians
first shot
start, like,
in the
trying to
trailer
ship
is just
troops
like
back
there's
and
like
forth,
a paper
and
and
they
it's
get
like
roasted
we're
by the
surrounding
Luftwaffe.
you. I thought that was cool.
They shot down one Luftwaffe.
I so
small arms.
is Tom Hardy? He's a Nazi in this movie, right?
Thomas Hardy.
I think Tom
'Cause
Hardy
he's in a plane.
in real life too.
He's a. You saw the trailer. He's like in the plane and stuff, right? So I'm
Bane as a
assuming
Nazi.
he's a bad guy, which I'm cool with because Tom Hardy can play a good bad guy. I watched The Prestige this weekend, and I
that?
thought it was super cool.
What that?
That's a movie directed by Christopher Nolan in like 2003, 1?
Oh yes,
5?
my
Something
expertise.
like that. Yeah, I love that movie actually.
2003.
It's with Hugh Jackman, Christian Bale, or for you people that don't know who they are, the guy who played Wolverine, the guy who played Batman, the guy who plays Alfred
Who are
in
you
the
explaining
Batman
that for?
movies.
Who doesn't know?
But it's also directed by Christian Bale, and like it really shows how he's a great director.
So is it
I'm
Nolan
really
or
excited.
Bale?
What?
You said it's directed by
Oh,
Christian.
whoops, sorry. It's directed by Christopher Nolan.
See, now I don't know who directed it.
Nolan
In
directed.
the process of trying to make it easier to understand, you made it more confusing. For me.
Yeah, I have no idea what's happening.
Nolan directed The Prestige, which starred
Christopher
Bale.
Nolan was Batman.
But then we found out that he wasn't dead and he was in France the whole time.
And Harvey Dent took the blame.
And Alfred was actually not a real British person.
Can we talk about how that's a bad ending because Robin's gonna die on his first night out?
Now,
He's got no bat training.
Yeah, he has 0 bat training. He's gonna die. He's gonna die.
well,
Think about how dead.
I mean, it doesn't
like,
matter.
your
He's
dead
already
is
dead.
relative
He's a
is.
cop.
He's
but
dead.
that dead.
He's dead.
That dead. He's gonna be that dead.
Huh?
Anyway.
I just said think about how dead your deadest relative is. Gonna be that
Talking
dead.
about how dead the DC film universe is.
Yeah, are you
pulling
excited
out
for
for
Wonder Woman?
Batman?
I was excited for Wonder Woman until I saw the trailer and I was like,
Ben
never
Affleck
mind.
is the best Batman ever. Period. End of story.
Do you see
Name
the
a
Wonder
better
Woman
one.
Yeah, he's decent.
No, I don't.
But
I
the
don't
best
watch it.
Batman.
Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer's not better. Adam West. Jinx. Okay.
Did you see the other DC movies that came out, like Suicide Squad and?
I didn't actually watch Suicide Squad.
Squad Suicide.
Did you see the Batman vs Superman?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I
So
didn't
I
like
don't
it.
You didn't
Yeah.
like it?
No.
I like the part where Batman killed 9 people.
thought
That
it
made
was
me
so
happy.
long.
Why'd you say that name? You just peaked the mic so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. The extended cut's good. The director's
really?
cut, it's 3 hours and 10
Oh,
minutes,
God,
and I've
really?
seen it all, and it's so good.
I've heard it's good, but the point of a movie is not for it to be good in the extended cut. It's supposed to be good when it comes
Well,
out.
it's hard to market a movie that's 3 hours and 10 minutes to people, especially comic book movie fans.
Oh, Lord of the Rings.
Well, okay, they didn't come out at 3 hours and 10 minutes, did they?
No.
Yeah,
I
they came out
don't
at,
think
2
so.
hours.
Almost 3 hours. The extended editions
Yeah.
are about 3 hours long. Yeah. So Wonder Woman's coming out soon. I think sometime
Yeah.
beginning of June.
I think Gal Gadot's a good Wonder
Yeah.
Woman.
Yeah.
I don't
Gal
think that the
Gal.
writing is going to be very good.
Gal Gadot.
Maybe Chris Pine can save it. Maybe he can't. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I feel like I think Chris Pine's character. I like him. He's kind of he's witty.
Yeah.
He's fast.
I just
fast
don't have
thinking.
hope for
Gal.
the DC movies at all anymore.
Okay,
If I keep my
Alright.
expectations low, then I won't be disappointed.
Chill.
I don't know.
What a
I want him to start over.
Actually,
but
it's
I
Gal
know they don't wanna
Gadot.
do-
That's how you
Gadot.
say her name.
I thought it was a silent T.
No, it's not.
Anyways, that's a movie that'll be out Sunday.
What else? Oh, I can't think of anything. We already talked about Hitman's Bodyguard, right? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
I'm really excited for Alien Covenant.
Yeah, Alien
Me too,
Covenant's
honestly.
coming out this week.
Thursday.
Is it?
Thursday.
At
May
7 o'clock.
18th. Thursday night release on May 18th. Are you gonna see it?
Which movie? What'd you say?
Alien Covenant.
Oh yeah, because he wants to take me to see.
He wanted to take me to see it for this podcast, but it wasn't out yet.
Yeah, he kept
Yeah.
thinking it was out before this.
I blame
podcast.
Adam for
Yeah, it's
my
my fault.
mistake.
I thought it was out 2 weeks ago because I was going to see Guardians of the Galaxy 2. My friend was like, "Hey, who wants to see Alien Covenant with me?" The midnight premiere, and I was like, I do. Let's go after this.
You guys should probably
I was like,
talk about what you thought about Guardians of the Galaxy 2. No spoilers.
We did.
We did.
But
You
not
went there.
I'm not gonna post it.
That's true.
Just talk
It was good.
For all of our 2 viewers.
I liked it.
It was
I didn't
a
like it
movie.
as much as the first one. But it was good.
Space Dad.
Space Dad.
Space Dad.
That's the gist of it.
I'm your father from space. You like my space dad? Yes. I'm your space dad.
That's from Megamind.
No, it's from Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Is that no?
You go the living space dad.
That's
Space dad.
that's from Megamind.
Space.
You go the living space dad.
Anyway,
I'm your father. I'm a planet.
Anything else today?
so
The
what was it
living
called? The Gifted.
master.
What? Okay, what is the Gifted or the Gifts? What,
The X-Men thing?
Yeah.
I told
what
you I saw the trailer and didn't watch it.
Oh, I saw the
Like
trailer
10 minutes ago.
I saw the trailer this morning and I was confused.
Apparently it's supposed to be terrible.
But it's apparently it says from
The
Bryan
founding
Singer,
claim.
so I hope it's good. But
Yeah, name one good X-Men movie Bryan Singer made.
Name one good X-Men movie.
Days of
Is-
Future
Is
Past.
question.
2 good? Is 1 good?
2's good.
Okay, what's good about 2? What's your favorite part about it?
Days of
all
Future
of
Past
it.
was decent. Actually.
Okay, what's the best part about X2?
Cause it's like they're in their
There's an X.
house
There's 2 of them.
and they're like outside and they're not.
What's the coolest part of that movie?
The ending set piece.
Yeah, what's the ending set piece?
Where they're like running around in Alkali Lake and
Yeah.
they're like tricking each other.
Yeah, what character dies at the end of that movie?
No one.
You're wrong. Pretty important character.
She
Jean
doesn't
Grey.
die.
No,
The Jean-
someone else
Is
dies.
it Jean Grey? The Jean Grey?
Someone that doesn't
Cyclops
matter.
died. Cyclops died.
No, he did?
Yeah.
I mean, didn't he just die in X2?
And he was back.
he in
He was back in
X3?
Final
Yeah,
Stand.
he dies in X3.
He was in Final Stand.
He was
though.
not alive in X3.
He was in Final
What?
Stand.
No, he was in X2.
He was definitely dead in X2.
No, he was
Nah.
there on the ship, and they saw Jean Grey holding the water back, and then
No,
after
but then he died right there because he was with her.
No, they were all on the ship. Jean Grey was the only one outside of
swear.
the ship holding the water back. And
I
then,
swear.
And then after seeing the water like cover her, they like Wolverine and Cyclops just hug each other and cry.
Huge.
That seems out of character for Wolverine.
I know it's weird, but like that's what happens.
That's why I
Plus
don't like
Magneto's like a good guy in that.
Magneto's always a good guy. He's just a good guy with a
He's a
different
misguided
end in
good
mind.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Name
I
one
like Ian
superhero
McKellen.
villain that like sucks.
Did you like Days of Future Past?
I thought it was a movie.
I hated Apocalypse.
I can confirm it wasn't.
Apocalypse was half
was-
decent, not that great.
Apocalypse was
but-
cool. I had fun. I like Psylocke.
You like Apocalypse?
What's wrong with Apocalypse?
Tell me what's good about Apocalypse.
Apocalypse was just fun.
The characters
That,
were good.
that
Just
movie was
fun.
boring and it had a lot of plot holes. It had a lot of
Are
plot
you looking
holes.
for super solid plot after the X-Men film? 'Cause
No,
you came to the wrong
but I'm looking
universe.
for a better put together movie
That's
than
literally
just
a reboot movie. So
That
you
movie
tell
was
me.
so boring. It
It's a
literally,
soft reboot.
It didn't learn anything from like
Okay.
Deadpool
super
or Logan
cool.
or like I mean not Logan.
It
but
was
like,
in post-production when Deadpool came out.
I know, but like look, that movie just it suffered from not doing something different. It just did everything the same, and it was like
Everything
okay.
that's worked continued to work in that film.
And it was boring.
not phenomenal.
I was bored watching
was a
that
movie.
movie.
It seems like a you issue. It seems like you're just too easily.
Dude, I
liked it.
love superhero movies.
Name another superhero movie.
Name another superhero movie what that I love?
No,
Just name any.
Just any
just one.
like Iron Man,
Captain America,
Captain
1953.
All right, I'll give it to you.
the
Give it to him.
Black Soldier or whatever it's called, Winter Soldier.
The Black Soldier.
Just call it the Black Soldier.
He's,
Why did
he's
you call it
named
the Black?
Luke Cage. You racist.
That's a TV show.
Okay, dude, I read the other day. I was reading comics on the internet for free.
On Saturday.
No, it was Friday night. And I was
Well,
reading.
you were reading
I was
some on
reading. I was
Saturday.
reading Luke Cage's first run, and
He
it
really
was,
just likes to
Power
disagree
Man.
with me, doesn't he? I'm sorry.
I was reading Friday night. I disagree with you. Okay, so I'm reading. It's Luke Cage, Hero for Hire, the first
Oh.
Luke Cage run,
Hey.
and it's the most racist thing I've ever seen. In comics.
Whoa,
He's
really?
got an afro,
When was it written?
Sweet Christmas.
and it's just like blatantly racist.
When was it written?
He goes to Latveria to talk to Dr. Doom because Dr. Doom's like, I'm gonna pay you $300 to do this job. And then he's like, he didn't give me my $300. I'm gonna go to Latveria to collect my $300. And then like he goes there and beats up a bunch of Doom bots, and Dr. Doom's like, do you just want your $300? And then he's like, yeah. He's like, man, you're persistent. And then it's just over. It's just over.
When did they write this, and how many drugs were they on when they wrote
it was
this?
golden age, yeah, 70s.
So okay,
They
definitely.
wanted to have more black superheroes.
Definitely
and they made
high.
No, it's actually insane. Like, it's so racist that I can't. He's like, I'll do whatever it takes just for the good. And he's like, you know how much? In the Fantastic Four, he fights like the Thing, right?
Yeah.
And then he's like, hey man, just take this flying car and go to Latveria and just bring it back. It's fine.
What?
Or keep it. It's fine.
He's just like,
We don't
whatever. Reed won't care.
Oh boy.
It's like the strangest comic I've ever read.
So would you recommend people go see Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
I would recommend they go see X-Men Apocalypse.
No, if they like the first Guardians of the Galaxy, what do you think?
I think it's better.
I don't think it's better.
I do.
I
What do you
it's-
think- what do
I
you think
it's
makes about it
not
better?
quite as
I think
good.
Space Dad as an inclusion of the character is actually really cool.
What,
Like in all
what makes it
seriousness.
worse?
It's just not as fun the whole time.
I think it
man.
was more
Why?
fun the whole
I
time.
don't know.
I got to see Star Wars.
First time it's
catch
like,
up.
oh, look at all these cool characters
That
in
was
space, and it's really new, and it's a thing that no one's ever done before. And then the second one, like,
It's more
it seemed
lighthearted
like-
than the first one.
I disagree.
I don't.
disagree.
Lighthearted in one.
I feel like all the characters are
Everyone's
are,
joking this time.
No,
Like,
that's
there's
part of my
there's not
issue.
enough expedition.
I feel like
to,
all the
work to
characters
have
are
to be serious.
competing to be the comic relief, and it gets. a
Who
little
was the
annoying.
best comic relief?
You see, to me, it's a good mix
Drax.
of like
Drax is the
actual
best part of the
suspense. Like, I actually know that like they can kill off some of these people really easily because it's not like they matter to anybody,
Wait, so like,
and they're really funny.
so the actual plot, like the actual conflict, doesn't matter?
I'm not answering your question.
matters. Sorry. You can go.
Anyways. Well,
So like, what does the like? Do they put like what would normally be in like a comic book movie, like that kind of conflict with like the big bad guy and all that kind of like back?
I have no
backside?
idea what you just said.
yeah, for like the first 2/3 of the movie, there's not a whole lot going on with a main villain. Really.
Hey, it
So
was a
then what's-
father-son bonding story.
Okay.
Yeah, until the end.
Ego the space dad.
Okay.
And if you know anything about ego, you know what happens.
He wants to be a space dad
He
for
wants
everybody.
to eat planets,
Nope, he is a planet.
but he needs to eat stuff or something.
Incorrect. That's Galactus. You try.
Yeah, that is
gotta get
Galactus.
going kind of soon.
Okay, thanks for watching then. If you want to subscribe to your YouTube channel, that'd be cool. Thanks.
Please refer to me to your psychiatrist. Grab me in the hallway and tell me who to go see for help.
And also, if you grab any one of us, not her, because she's not part of this normally. No offense. Well, you can. You can
How
grab.
dare you?
I feel kind of.
She's replacing me.
Yeah.
Please, God, no.
Oh, how about that? Well, grab any one of us on our arm, shoulder, and let us know if you want to be on this podcast. So, thanks for watching. I'm Abhijit Srirangam.
I'm Alex McAteer.
I'm Adam Noll.
I'm Noll, Alex McAteer.
Tessa Holtkamp.
I'm still Adam Noll no matter what he says.
Yeah.
All right, see ya. Bye.
You almost knocked the wind out of me right